Happy October, guys! It is officially spooky season, and to kick things off, I am bringing you more scary cryptid encounters. You better watch out, because it seems like some of these ghoulish monsters are indeed real. From a vampire demon dog to a massive poisonous worm. Let's talk about this and more only in today's video. Hey everyone, what's up, and welcome back to Top 5. I'm your host, Lindsay Ivan, and today we are looking at the Top 5 Real Scary Cryptid Encounters Part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, what are you doing? Go check that out. With that being said, I want you to give this video a big thumbs up and comment something down below. Obviously subscribe to our channel. Now, we'll get on with the video. Starting off this countdown, we have the Beast of Gevaudan. Between 1764 to 1767, people in Gevaudan, France were fearing for their lives. A terrifying beast was stalking the town and taking the lives of many of the residents. This beast was described as a large wolf or something like a large calf or horse. Calf as in cow, not imagine like a large cat, like someone's leg. Sorry. It was covered in reddish gray fur and had a long tail like a panther. It also apparently had a black stripe on its back and talons on its feet. The first victims were a bunch of hunters. The remains of 16 hunters were found in the forest, their heads all decapitated, their limbs scattered about. It is said that in the end 100 individuals died at the hands of this beast. To make matters worse, it also had the tendency to rip out its victims' throats. One terrifying encounter happened to a girl named Jean Boulet on June 30th in 1764. She was tending to a flock of sheep when this creature attacked and killed her. That's not all though. Another woman was attending to her cattle when the beast attacked her as well. Thankfully, she was able to escape it. She described it as, I quote, like a wolf, yet not like a wolf. The last time it ever threatened the town was on October 8th, 1764. A group of hunters set out to capture and kill this beast. The beast had previously mauled a number of people on that day. Later on, the hunters found it and shot at it. They didn't kill it, but they did drive the beast out of their town. Did he flee to another town? Did he go into hiding? Who knows? In our fourth spot today, we have the El Chupacabra. El Chupacabra is a very creepy creature with vampire-type tendencies. They like to attack animals and then drain them completely of their blood. When they're done, they just leave the animal's carcass and run off, which is quite strange. Normal animals like to feast on the meat, but this creature is only interested in the blood. So this creature has been described in a variety of ways. Some say it's like a weird reptilian kangaroo, whereas others say it looks like a hairless canine with red glowing eyes. Nonetheless, it's creepy. So the first reported sighting of a chupacabra dates back to 1887 in Wexford County. Two lumberjacks were in the forest when they saw a weird creature dart by them. They described the creature as having a man's body, but a dog's head. It didn't stop there though. In 1938, a man named Robert Fortney reported a terrifying encounter with this beast as well. He said that there were 5 of them that surrounded him and then attacked him. He said that one of the 5 walked on 2 legs. Another creepy encounter took place in 1961. A night watchman in Michigan was patrolling the grounds of a manufacturing plant when he saw something weird in the distance. At first, he thought it was a person. That was until he got closer and realized that this person had dog-like features. He took out his gun and shot at the beast, but it did nothing. The last sighting that I want to talk about is one that gives me the heebie-jeebies. This story takes place in 1995 in Puerto Rico. A number of farmers would wake up and find their goats, sheep, and cows dead with a weird bite mark on their neck. Their animals were completely drained of blood. So does this mean that the Chupacabra is real? If not, what was sucking the blood out of those farm animals? Moving on to number 3, we have the demon cat. Now this is a cryptid that apparently stalks Washington, D.C. It all started back in the 1800s. According to a report in the newspaper, this weird cat appeared and scared a group of security guards. They all fired at the cat, but before the bullet could even hit the cat, it disappeared right in front of their eyes. Then in January of 1898, a watchman was patrolling around when he saw this demon cat come right towards him. The closer it got to him, the bigger it got. Some say it got as big as a tiger. Others say it got to the size of an elephant. The massive beast then snarled and let out a massive hiss. It leaped towards the watchman, but it disappeared right in front of his eyes before it attacked him. That same year, the cat made many more appearances. In fact, it's believed that the cat shows itself right before disaster strikes. It appeared before Lincoln was shot, before the stock market crashed in 1929, and right before JFK was killed. So before the next devastating thing happens, this beast might make a return. Moving on to number 2, we have the Mongolian death worm. The Mongolian death worm is a famous cryptid in China. It's said to lurk in the Gobi Desert and is described as being this giant red-type worm creature. In fact, its Japanese name literally translates to large intestine worm. To make matters worse, apparently it can spit poison at its victims from afar. It's believed that this acid-like venom is so strong that it can kill a camel or horse. Over the years, there have been a number of terrifying encounters with this massive worm. One story that gets shared around a lot involves a young boy who gets followed home by this worm. The next day, his dead body was found by his home. It's believed that he ended up touching the worm and died doing so. His family knew that the worm was behind his death, so they headed out on a trail in the sand looking for it to get revenge. But the family never returned home. Now that's more of a legend. Let's talk about a supposed real encounter with this slithery dude. The first apparent real sighting was during the 19th century. Someone was out in the desert when they saw this creature slithering around. They said it looked like a cow's intestine. He watched this creature for quite some time and actually saw it strike and kill another creature. A more recent sighting took place in 2013. People were out looking for it and actually found it and apparently even caught this creature on camera. But who even knows what happened to this footage? Because I want to see it for myself. I swear, I need my own myth-busting show or something. And in our number 1 spot today, we got Spring-Heeled Jack. Dude, the legend of Spring-Heeled Jack is a pretty freaking creepy one. What makes it even creepier is the fact that a number of people encountered this weird half-man, half-beast creature. That's multiple witnesses, and they all had similar encounters, which makes me believe that this cryptid might be real. So back in Victorian England, people were worried about this weird man-type creature named Spring-Heeled Jack. According to a number of stories, Jack would visit homes in the middle of the night, ring the doorbell, and when someone would answer it, he would attack them. Now, he was given the name Spring-Heeled Jack as witnesses said he had the ability to jump great distances and heights, something no normal human can do. Victims say he looked like a man dressed in red shoes and armor. Others claim he would wear loose-fitting black clothes with a helmet, or that he had wings and horns and sharp fangs that formed a wicked smile. The first sighting of Spring-Heeled Jack was October of 1837. A woman named Mary Stevens was walking in her town when this creature jumped from a tall building down to the ground right in front of her. He then attacked her and tried to kiss her, but someone heard her screams and thankfully came to the rescue. They then both saw this creature leap away. And Mary wasn't the only victim terrorized by Jack. A girl named Lucy Scales was also attacked by it. Same with a woman named Jane Alsop. She was attacked and strangled by this creature, but she managed to free herself. Jane said this about Jack, and I quote, "He was wearing a kind of helmet and a tight-fitting white costume like an oilskin, and he vomited blue and white flames." Soon, more and more people were going to the police terrified by Spring-Heeled Jack. One person said they saw Jack jumping from rooftop to rooftop. They said he had glowing red eyes and big sharp claws. Due to the fact that so many people encountered Jack, I'm telling you, it might be real. Was he a human? Was he a cryptid? Was he a weird human creature thing? I don't even know, man. Let me know what you think in the comments below though. And now, speaking of comments, let's move on to our comment shoutout portion. I'll be shouting out comments from the video Top 5 Real Witches Throughout History Part 3. Joelle Jimenez commented, "What a perfect way to kick off the first day of October 1st. Something wicked this way comes." Guys, I'm so excited. Smash that like button if you're excited for October and Halloween too. I just thrive during this month. Gorgeous, love it. The Duke's Rule commented second. Actually, I checked and he was actually the first person to comment. So he was number 1, okay? Don't do that to yourself. You were actually number 1, not number 2. Number 1, buddy. And Susan Butler commented, "Good morning, Lindsay. Currently it's in the afternoon, but good morning to you, Susan. Good morning. Good morning." Oh no, this channel hates when I sing. I forget. The people on Peach, they're like, "Can you sing all the time?" And then this channel's like, "Don't show any emotion, don't be happy, just be miserable." Alright guys, that's all the comments I've shown out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shoutout. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Top 5 for more spooky videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see ya when I see ya. Stay spooky!